crowd at a sold-out Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Indianapolis Colts and the Cincinnati Bengals. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
At the 37-yard line.
They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
First and 10, Taylor now. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's Taylor. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and sneak it here. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. A wall of bodies there. Nowhere to burrow through the line on the quarterback sneak. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive. A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Now Wilson. And this is incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. On third down, Wilson. And that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up fourth down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on fourth, turned it over in their own territory. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Well, like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch.
And that should serve as a big warning to this defense. They know now that they have to stick close to these receivers because they have the ability to break games wide open after the catch, and that one wound up in the end zone.
Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. Now Wilson on first down. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Kwity Paye just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
He seemed to have a reasonable amount of time in the pocket, but he couldn't get rid of the football, and the end result, Charles, him on the ground.
Yeah, he's got to keep an internal clock to go along with his offensive line. When you're talking about 3, 4, 5 seconds, that's a reasonable amount of time to expect to deliver the ball downfield. So great to try and complete a pass, but it's equally important to know when to throw the football away, too.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Root down right there. 53 is the Mike. 53. Check 53. Hey, that QB's trash.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on third down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40, and all the way down to the 33-yard line.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
58 Mike, 58. 58 Mike. Go, go, go. Gun. Mike, 58, right there. Check back. 58, boys, 58. 58 Mike.
They go play action with Wilson. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Check tight. Hey, 0. Hey, we got Mike, number 53.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line.
Well, we've seen how this quarterback can beat you with his legs. Saw it earlier on this drive, as a matter of fact. But that time, they had him covered.
They really gave him no place to escape because oftentimes they're able to find a crack, a sliver, anything that can get them upfield. On that occasion, nothing open at all, and they swarmed him.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Play action. Now Wilson.
Throw left side, complete to Chase.
And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. That's gonna be a lot. That's gonna be a lot.
Play action. It's Wilson. Forced out to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
That's what I do.
Throwing is Wilson. Flush to his right. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And the Colts are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Eluding the pressure right, and he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now a give to Taylor. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. The Colts send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this ball is going to be touched out just shy of midfield.
At the 47-yard line.
Mike 53.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Kwity Paye able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front seven defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play there on the catch and run.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Here I come again. Here I come again. 53's the mic. 53's the mic.
On first down, Wilson. And he rifles one incomplete.
Martin, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. They go play action now. Wilson. Open man is Uzomah. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Again, Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. That's caught by his tight end, Uzomah.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 9. 2nd and about a yard.
Throwing again here. Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore.
And the Colts are going to get it back here just past the 35.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
On the handoff, Taylor.
Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Second down, another run with Taylor.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. They'll set up to throw.
That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down. Rodrigo Blankenship for the Colts field goal. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
And I think the ball's out, and the Colts pick it up.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. That is caught. It's Uzomah. And he goes down, but not before getting his inside the 25. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Wilson.
This goes out wide for Mixon.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's a 2nd down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Working with 2nd and 5 now.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Check. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine.
Now it's Wilson. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
Hey, 0-0-0.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. Boy, they had it at the 1. The false start moves it to the 6 now for 1st and goal.
It's our time. Mike 5-5. Mike 65. Mike 5-5. Hey, let's get some penetration here.
To throw is Wilson.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. Wilson will throw again. And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, 3rd and goal.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Pick me up. Here we go. Mike, 53. 53, Mike. 4 down. Hey, alert. Let's go.
Here's Wilson to throw. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half.
McPherson's kick is good.
And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just 1 play.
And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. A good passing down here, and they send 3 receivers to the right of the formation on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And they're going to be waiting for him as they get him behind the line.
All day, baby.
So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Final adjustments are underway in the locker rooms. Which of these 2 teams will survive and advance to next weekend's AFC Championship game? To find out, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
That's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
At the 44-yard line.
Now Wilson. Dumps it off to Mixon. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
So give him the yardage on the completion and also tack on 15 more.
If you get that hand up there, you've got to let go immediately or just not close the hand at all. He didn't, gave it a tug, and that was easy for the officials to see.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Let's go.
Here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wilson. There's a short one caught by Uzomah.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end. Let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1.
Mike, 53. Mike. I know he ain't got it. Joker. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. 14.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
53 to Mike. 53. Check 53. Push him back.
Now Joe Mixon. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Set the tone, defense.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson. Being chased out left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Let's go, defense. 14. Let's go. Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Here we go.
Here's Wilson.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
McPherson's kick is good.
And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory. Partner, when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every game. One of them said, press the kicking game. For here's where the breaks are made. It's the area of hidden yardage. How about that return? Flipping the field, taking it past the 50, and getting things set up to start the series.
They'll run on first down. It's Taylor. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw.
He'll get this off to Taylor. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. He'll look to throw. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. They go play action here on first down. And his pass incomplete.
Well, listen, when you've got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play because he saw he had a receiver in the area. He just put it well over his head out of harm's way.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor.
And he's taken down inside the 30. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people who have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
On the handoff, this is Taylor. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Well, Jonathan Taylor, like most guys from Wisconsin, he's not one to shy away from contact. He proved it right there. Blankenship out for the point after.
And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6.
14, Bengals 6.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're kind of searching for that magic elixir. You know, they're moving the football a little bit, but not with any great consistency.
I love that term you just used, elixir, right?
Old school.
Old school. I love that because you don't want to put too much pressure on your defense as well, all right? If you're kicking field goals, that's great, but your defense has to keep going out there and holding the other team. You're not giving them any cushion to work with, and that gets tougher and tougher as the game goes along. Put the ball in the end zone and get 6s, That's the ambrosia that they're looking for.
Ambrosia and trying to erase this deficit. But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
But the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
To throw again on second down, Wilson. And he fires one incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Come on, QB, come on.
Mike, 53. 53, Mike.
They go play action with Wilson. To Mixon on the check down. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Let's go. 53 to Mike. 53. Check 53.
Slow down.
Check.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. On first down, Taylor.
83 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
Second down, another run with Taylor.
Runs over him.
Jonathan Taylor, the ball carrier. A gain of 5. And the Colts first down.
One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. It's Taylor. Muscles him off. There he goes left side. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
Yeah, and that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
Now Blankenship on for the PAT.
It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6.
Makes the score Colts 21, Bengals 6. Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off for Indianapolis.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. From just inside the 20, a short kick.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
one. 53's the mic. 53. Check 53. Hey, defense. Hey, defense.
Play action. It's Wilson. Dancing to his left. Throwing right, and that's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike.
Wilson. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
To throw again is Wilson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. And they'll try again here, first and goal after the false start.
Check.
Alert.
53 is the mic. You can't block me. You can't block.
Now Wilson. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead.
So this now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a one-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get back within a score.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
As this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away.
Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position 40. Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it first and 10 at the 40. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Rolling to his left.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Now a handoff, Taylor with it.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
136 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
First down, Colts.
Back to Taylor on first down.
Powers through. And some room to roam now. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They'll run here with Taylor.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Moves to 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it 2nd and goal now as they look for that final dagger. Pushes him over, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
They'll look to run with Taylor.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
Jonathan Taylor
saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game.
And the Colts are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this 4th quarter lead.
And oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
A short kick taken at the 18.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Bengals drive about to get going. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Joe Mixon,
66 yards.
And the Bengals have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
They do tack on the extra point as well. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line.
Now a hit and a loose football. And the Bengals grab it. And can you believe this? A big mistake leads to a defensive touchdown. And they're a point away from tying this thing up.
And McPherson on for the extra point.
And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth. Boy, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that.
So, Charles, you look at this offense, you think about it, you got a rookie quarterback at the helm. You're in the divisional round of the playoffs here. That head of his just has to be spinning, doesn't it?
Well, normally you'd have to say yes, but I do think that the way things went last week, how he played the wild card win, how sensational he was, that'll stop his head from spinning. And now he's in a situation that's getting towards uncharted territory because you've got Joe Flacco, Mark Sanchez, the only two rookies to win 2 playoff games in 1 year. He's trying to join that company, but it's not going to be easy to get it done.
And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on third down. He'll drop to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
On first down, Taylor. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They'll look to throw. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 28. They'll run with Taylor. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Again, it's Taylor.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. And that carry probably not so much for yardage, just to get the spot that you want to kick the field goal.
And any yardage you gain there is really kind of gravy, and this just becomes what my old coach used to say. Get into position to be in position. And that's what they want, the right spot for their kicker to line up the field goal.
Every eye in the stadium fixated on Rodrigo Blankenship.
And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
Every eye in the stadium fixated on Rodrigo Blankenship.
This to book a trip to the AFC title game. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, overtime in a playoff game. Awesome setup. Remember, the rules the same as they would be in the regular season.
That's exactly right, Brandon. Remember, the receiving team, if they score a touchdown, game is over. But if they kick a field goal or don't score, the other team gets a chance to get the football. They get a possession. If they go down and score, they win the football game at that point. If both teams kick field goals, we keep playing. If a defense scores, let's say the receiving team gets the ball, doesn't score, or they throw a pick six or fumble, gets picked up, the defense scores, game over. But here's the best part. In a regular season, only one period is played. We could call it a tie. Here, we're going to play until we have a winner.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. First throw in overtime now for Wilson. And smartly going into the slide there, Wilson has enough for the first.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking.
Mixon with a first down carry. Pushes him aside at the 45. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They go with the ground game, pick up the first, now in plus territory.
And that changes the whole mentality of a play caller, doesn't it? Once they cross the 50, they feel like they're in the strike zone, all right? You don't have to be in the red zone to take those big shots downfield or go after the end zone. Right now, that might be available to them.
And now this first drive in OT continues. Now a first throw here in overtime. Trying to lay one up deep.
And that is nearly intercepted. Oh, that would have changed things here in overtime, but instead, it's just second down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They go play action now. Wilson. He's going to try and go deep again. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he's going to score. It's a touchdown. No flags. And in an overtime thriller, they are moving on in the playoffs.
No rest. They get to keep playing.
The Bengals going to live to fight another week as we say thanks for watching and so long, everybody.